Roger.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Faster Tadpoles. So this is a little funny one right now. So we're actually recording right now, and Drake can't hear us, which is perfect. So we just started the podcast. I just want you guys to listen into the insanity that is Drake here, with how pissed he gets.
What the fuck is the fucking problem, dude? I'm gonna fucking start smashing something.
That's what we are talking about. So we're just gonna sit here.
God.
We're gonna enjoy this right here and just kind of see what portrays or how this spans out with this whole situation. Luke, how you been, buddy?
Oh, fantastic!
Why can I only hear you out of my fucking right headset now? Oh my god, dude! I'm gonna start smashing something here in a second. I'm gonna put my head through a wall.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what we go through on a daily basis with this guy. So, Drake
is so stupid, dude. Oh, I don't understand. They do an update for no fucking reason, and then all of a sudden it just changes all my settings and nothing works properly anymore. And now I need to go pay them $5 and kiss each one on the lips just for fucking something to work properly.
Sounds about right.
So Lee, Drake has, out of all of us, Luke, would you not say Drake has the worst luck with tech? Drake always has something going wrong with either his computer, his Xbox, his racing set, or his Oculus. There is always a problem, and it is every time we get together. Something is wrong. There's usually, ladies and gentlemen, usually about an hour delay with these podcasts because Drake's trying to figure something out in that hour. It is hilarious. So I just wanted to start it early. He doesn't know this is going on right now. I wanted to start this early. Just so you guys can...
If I turn this volume up, it doesn't turn any volume up. What is the volume up for? Why?
This is great content,
I can hear my music playing just fine, but it doesn't do anything. I swear.
Poor Drake.
On Krishna. I'm starting to get real pissed.
See, he doesn't even know how to speak. He's so upset, ladies and gentlemen. This is just one thing that we deal with him, and it is hilarious. I used to get so scared because I'm like, man, I don't know if he's going to take this seriously or not. And then after a while, I'm like, you know what? This is just fucking funny.
What is that? Why does my Bluetooth headset have two different things?
Listen to the chaos of diagnosis that we go through with Drake here. So anyways, yeah, welcome back, gentlemen and ladies.
I'm getting real hot.
I'm
getting real hot right now. 65 degrees in my house. I'm getting real hot.
This is great. This is great.
I'm gonna radiate here. I'm gonna radiate here.
Listen to him.
Good God.
This is insane, dude. I hit myself in the face with a door at work today. And this is what I can come home and deal with. I'm gonna go. Give me 5 more minutes, guys. I know you can hear me. Give me 5 more minutes. I'm about to go back to work and hit myself in the face with more doors.
Yo, this might be our best opening. This might be our best opening yet on this podcast, Luke.
God.
This might be our best opening yet, dude. This is fucking side-splitting. So yeah, what is going on, ladies and gentlemen? I hope you're enjoying this. But yeah, so Luke and Drake just got back from visiting me up here for the first time. Luke, how'd you enjoy it?
It was great. Loved the
I
love the fucking the nature out there was unreal. It's definitely what they call the Great White North. That's it. Yeah. And it was beautiful. It was nothing like, I'm calling it out, Toronto. It's just Toronto's horrible. It's the most Americanized Canada. It's just bad. It's just where all the scum of the earth goes, you know.
we're sorry for any Toronto listeners.
I'm sorry. If you're a local, then good for you. I mean, hell yeah. But all the foreigners, including Americans, mostly Americans. It's mostly us scumbags that go there. And poor Drake. Drake understands the struggle.
Drake's really hating Toronto.
Yeah, no, it was fantastic. It was great.
I don't understand. Why? All my settings are on this fucking device.
Listen to the
what
madness.
What am I supposed to do? Do I gotta finger pop my asshole? Fucking Microsoft here? Is that what they want? Anyways,
ladies and gentlemen. So So Luke and Drake came up together and visited me up here for a week. Stayed with me up here in my new house, and
Bill Gates, what do you want from me, dude?
Bill Gates?
Oh my
What do you
God.
want from me? What do you want from me?
Bill Gates.
I don't understand. All my settings are fine. I'm going through all my settings and they're fine. Why can't I hear you?
Anyways, ladies and gentlemen,
I
yeah.
see you
So
talking.
yep. So
I see you
he
talking.
he can see us talking. And, yeah. So they came up. Spent a week up here in Canada with me, right here in the middle of March there, and it was an absolute blast. We had a really good time. It was. I'm telling you right now, it was too quick of a visit for sure. Way too quick of a visit.
Definitely.
That's one of those ones that could have gone for a month, and I don't think I would have been upset. So
Yeah, that went. It fucking flew by.
if you guys are hearing this on Spotify, go over to YouTube and search up there at the Faster Tadpoles. You can watch a first ever in-person episode that we had that with the boys that we were finally able to get together and actually do a video podcast together in person, and it was absolutely excellent. I think it was probably one of our funnier episodes, and we just gel so
Where
much
is
better
my-
in person
I
compared
gotta
to
update my drivers. My drivers are all
compared
updated.
to-
I don't have to do that.
we
This is
gel so much better in
ridiculous.
person compared to everything else. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, no, definitely. I couldn't agree more.
So it was a lot more natural, a little bit better of a podcast there.
Hello,
But
test,
yeah,
test. Hello, test, test.
we're back. Yeah,
Test.
test 1 2. Drake,
Yeah.
hello, how you doing?
Okay, I can hear you out of my right ear now, and that's it.
Okay.
Okay, check 1 2, check 1 2. Drake, can you hear me?
Bluetooth. How do I sound right now? How do I sound?
You sound
You sound
crispy and delicious.
Yes, couldn't agree more.
All right. Well, I can hear you out of my right ear. So that's what we're doing. We're going with
Okay.
that.
Okay, so just to touch up, Drake, I had started the podcast about 7 minutes ago, and we just went
7
through
minutes?
your madness with you talking for the
Dude.
last 7 minutes.
I don't understand.
And that
all my stuff is fine.
we opened up the podcast with your madness, and so Luke and I were just doing some like brief recap and stuff, and just every intermittent would just be you interrupting to like, I'm gonna fucking go punch myself in the face. It was so good. It's the best opening we've had yet, dude. You have to go back and listen to it. This is gonna be the best opening we've had. Luke and I have literally been
don't
crying.
understand.
We Drake, Luke perfectly timed too. Luke's like, you know what? I don't like Toronto, and then Luke, you were like, I don't understand, and Luke's like, okay. Just perfectly timed, dude. It's been our best opening. So yeah, what is going on, guys? Drake's back here. Drake, we were just kind of touching up some recap about you boys
Touch you
visiting. Ooh, we were just doing some recap about you boys visiting with us here in my town, and just kind of how you guys enjoyed it and everything. And yeah,
Hear that? It's his town now.
would you guys?
Town.
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, Drake owns this town because he's a fucking billiards champ.
That's true. He owns the
I did
the
stuff.
fucking VA. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, Drake. Oh, guys, I forgot
No.
to tell you.
Fucking
I
awesome.
forgot to tell you. So my coworker, I'm not going to mention her for her reasons of privacy, obviously. My coworker, who you guys met, obviously, she found him on Instagram. She found our boy, and it's actually not Skeezy. Can you guess what it might be instead of Skeezy?
Oh gosh.
Yeah, it's
Bad.
Steezy.
Steezy, he's right.
Yeah, he's a friend
Oh.
of mine on Instagram.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Seriously?
You guys are friends?
Yeah.
Drake's Insta friends with a guy he fucking beat at pool.
He laid out.
Yo, he laid him out.
Yeah, he's like, dude, he's like, Drake, you know, I'm gonna tell you one thing here. I'm really humbled by this
And I
experience.
And I want to make
I'm
out
not gonna challenge. I'm not gonna challenge. I'm not gonna challenge you. I'm not gonna challenge random people I meet in pools anymore for money at all. I'll play them first and then increase it. Because of this, though, I'll add you on Instagram. If you're ever in Toronto or any area in Canada, let me know. Hit me up. That might be able to help you out with hotels
Yo,
or
that's-
anything like that. He does like
What a guy.
DJ working or whatever crap or something.
Yo, that's pretty bitchy.
Real
dude.
nice guy. Real nice guy.
So
Hell of a dude.
we went to this place in our town here, and basically what it was a karaoke night. And so we went there and we were
Flops.
what's that?
Huh?
What'd you say?
The place we went to is called Kimball Frost.
Oh yeah, Kimball Frost. Yep, there you go. It was German. So we went there and we watched some of that while we were just chilling and playing some pool. And we met this chick. What was her name? Alvin and the Chipmunks or some shit.
Something of the sort.
Shay.
So Dr. Martha Stewart. Yeah, that's who it was.
Doctor.
So
Shay. Her name was Shay.
yeah, so she came over. She came over and played Drake in a game, and Drake, as expected, absolutely throated her. Just at pool, nothing else. Shit, I shouldn't
Yeah,
use
only
that
at
term.
pool. Yeah.
Use that term later.
No, I gingerly beat her at pool.
Gingerly.
Oh, I think, did anyone else hear him say I gingerly beat her poop hole? That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Anyway, so turns out that this girl, her boyfriend is Steezy. And let me tell you, if you want to think of like your generic high school looking kid out of a 90s movie, this is what Steezy looked like. He was wearing like that iconic like graphic tee like from back in the day, and then he was wearing like a denim jacket, long blonde hair, had like a some sort of like necklace on that was like totally 90s, like fucking rings on and shit. He was a 90s kid, but he was like maybe 20, so he was like a 90s kid at heart, maybe.
Yeah, dude, he was literally straight out of Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Yeah, dude, it was
Yeah.
crazy.
Straight
Yeah,
out of
seriously.
Pretty in Pink.
And so he literally joined us and started, you know, he watched the game, and then he challenged Drake, and he told Drake, I'm the best there is here, so you're not going to have anything better. So he's like, you better be on your game or whatever. And listen, you got to understand with Drake, he's not a super competitive guy. But then all of a sudden I watched Drake went from like having a good time and smiling and having like enjoying himself to literally not a single smile. And like, if he took varnish off of that pool stick, like he was squeezing it that tight, like he like locked in, and he like Steezy got the first shot, missed, and then I think Drake went for like 6 in a row, missed, like, and then he had like 2 more to sink, and the 8 ball, and then just I don't even think Steezy got one in. Absolutely
That was
throttled
crazy.
the guy, and then that was,
Yeah,
and then the legend of Drake was born. Then like it was like Drake literally was like, I'm the best, and I just asserted myself as such, and you're gonna respect
They
me.
handed
And
him the
Steezy's
key
like,
to the
shit, I
town.
can respect the game.
Yep. Key to the
So-
city.
Yep.
Yeah, Drake's a legend.
Yep. I get money from that place now. They send me a monthly check.
It's true. Royalties.
And also, Drake's got a massive cock. I mean, what?
Hmm?
I got,
Like, pool stick, yes.
I got Drake a little bit.
It's a 19 ounce.
Ooh.
19 ounce.
That's literally my pool stick, though. It's a 19 ounce.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's literally
Drake,
19 ounce.
Drake's a pool pro, ladies and gentlemen. So he's really, really good. And he told Steezy like, "Hey man, I'm the best. I'm the alpha, and you're gonna bow." And Steezy was like, "Damn, dude, I'm bowing. What up?"
Damn, dude, I'm bowing. So he did.
Damn, dude, I'm bowing.
Pretty nuts.
Just call me Steezy Bowing.
Steezy bowing.
So yeah, so that's what happened. Drake, did you enjoy the wilderness up here?
No.
I fucking knew it,
Oh,
dude.
boy.
I knew, Luke. If I wish there was a fan duel for Drake, because I would have just bet $500. I would have just put $500 on that just now.
For 500
Fucking
bucks.
what a cock, ladies and gentlemen. He's just a. You heard his true form on there when he was fucking dealing with his electronics. He's just a dick.
Dude, it's only a few things that just get me going like that, man. It's electronics.
So
because
Drake,
I have
you didn't
worse
you
luck with electronics.
didn't you didn't hear us, but we started talking, Luke and I, right as we started recording and doing the intro, and I
Started
told
talking
Luke, I told Luke, I said,
crazy.
ladies and gentlemen, this is what you're seeing behind the scenes of. I said, usually when we get on at a certain time, we all meet at a certain time. It's about an hour before we record. I said, because usually Drake is fighting some sort of electrical issue or some kind of technical issue. I said, you have the worst luck with headphones, with computers, with cell phones, with your VR, with like your TV, everything. You just have the worst luck, and it throttles you. And it's like shit that isn't supposed to happen to like things, and it's like it happens to you every time.
Literally, like, and I wish it was freaking user error. But I literally, like, I even had a roommate live with me before at the same time, and like he would do literally the exact same thing I would do, and it would work just fine for him. And then lo and behold, here comes little Drinky Poo. Come down. Let me just turn the TV on. Nope, doesn't fucking work because I need a power cycle, the fucking Amazon Fire Stick or whatever bullshit that's connected to it for some reason because it just doesn't want to turn on for me. And now all of a sudden after a power cycle and then set it into a new HDMI, I can finally get it to work. And it's just I just picked up the remote, and pressed power. Like why? But yet for my roommate, worked all the time for him. He could do it no problem. He never had to do that once.
He said the worst
That's
luck,
insane.
ladies and gentlemen.
It's just insane.
That's the reason why I went into like for computers and stuff in college, just so I can like know, like the know-how.
You're
how
just
to
trying to
fix
you're
what's
just
going wrong with me.
you're
Yeah.
just trying to switch your luck around.
Yeah, well, I know I have bad luck, so I just like, well, if I know I have bad luck, I can actually go and like counteract my bad luck by having the know-how of how to fix it or set something up,
Yeah.
I feel you there.
you
Bad
know.
luck
So it's just like,
runs
right,
true.
So it's just like when I have bad luck, like just now with my headphones, I had my Bluetooth headphones I have connected to this that I'm speaking to right now, and they work flawlessly every time. But then just now, all of a sudden, when I connected to them, Discord didn't update, and once Discord updated, my Bluetooth headphones, even though they're selected as both the audio and microphone devices out of both of them, they just didn't want to. The microphone connected right away, but the audio just did not want to work. And even now, like I even updated the drivers and everything. And even now, I still only hear you out of one ear. So I don't know. I don't know.
That's
But when I
crazy.
play music, it works fine. And it's something through Discord's stupid update that they did. And the fact that Discord just doesn't update automatically for me, even though I have it scheduled to update automatically for me, and I
Yeah,
didn't do
exactly.
it. I clicked on it and finally updated then. It's just like, why are you giving me an option to update automatically if you're not going to update automatically?
Yeah. So,
It's fine.
I just want to quickly touch on this, guys, because I know it's probably been a rough week for all of us
Dude,
as
enough
well.
with you and physically touching things, all right?
Oh my God, I hate you. I hate you. I just want to say, anyone listening to this, like at least I know probably all of us here feel for what happened in Nashville, and it's been a really tough week again to hear. I know this is kind of a pandemic in our world right now, and it's been a tough subject for everyone, but yeah, I just I hope everyone's okay, and yeah, my thoughts are with everyone for sure.
Hell yeah. That was something. Feel the same way.
Yeah, it was
World's in rough shape.
heartbreaking to see and hear about.
World's in rough shape, and we hopefully can turn it around. Turn around soon.
I hope so. I hope so. So I just wanted to get that out there. Yeah. So Drake's been kind of recovering. Drake's been literally sick now for like almost 3 weeks. He he got sick on the travel back from seeing me. And he
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, dude, Toronto Airport. All the people coming in and out of there from international carrying all kinds of poopies and stuff on them. And I caught
That
it.
is true.
Yeah, he has been very sick, but he's on the mend finally. After having like a close brush with death, like usual, Drake likes to cut it close with everything like that.
Yeah, everything I can run alive.
Drake's a huge procrastinator, ladies and gentlemen. Like he procrastinates a lot of shit, and I feel like the biggest thing Drake's procrastinated in his life is death. Like Drake has procrastinated death and will procrastinate death for a long time because of how his like luck is, and how much he procrastinates. He's going to be.
I am a pretty big procrastinator, that's for sure, man. Why do right now what I can put off till tomorrow, baby? Come on.
Yeah.
True. True.
You march at the own speed of your own drum.
Definitely, dude. 100%. 100%. Yeah, procrastinate my life, please.
Oh shit. So yeah, Drake, how was your visit to Canada?
El Fun. A little bit of Spanish for you.
El Funo.
El Funo.
Don't know if that was.
Yeah, I had a good time. Definitely had a good time.
Yeah, dude. Oh, yeah, it was beast.
I will tell you, I was not ready for the dog hair.
What do you
I
mean?
I
wasn't
was
either.
not ready for
What do
that.
you mean?
One bit.
No, I wasn't either.
I was, yeah.
What do you mean?
Charlie
Elaborate.
is the best dog ever.
Love
He
Charlie
shreds, man. Wow.
pieces. Love her to pieces. Wouldn't ever want you to trade her for anything in the world. Even
Okay.
100,000%.
$12 trillion. You know,
Yep,
nope,
yep.
sorry. You know,
She's quite the
but
gem.
she's just a lot of hair.
Yes, she is,
Massive
dude.
amount of hair.
I didn't think I would ever have it.
Get
And
off
with
that girl.
and because my parents had cats and the amount of cats they had, I hated hair, and I never thought that I would get anything that would have hair. And I'm like, man, I just can't say no because she's just too, you know what I mean? Like she's too good.
Even then,
So-
that cat hair isn't even anywhere near as bad as that, dude.
No, no,
That
no.
was like some next level
yeah,
hair, and it was white hair as well, so
Yep.
it's shown on everything.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't like, you know, like I had a black sweater on, it was nice, like dark hair, so you wouldn't notice I had hair on me. You know, all my socks are black, everything, like pretty much everything I own is black, and that was white hair, like white and tan. So my socks became white and tan, and they weren't black anymore. You know, my black like sweatpants I had on were black on the back and white and tan on the front. And my
That's really-
sweaters, I like after like the first 2 days, Doc and Luke had a little like vacuum thing, like a little like a mini vacuum,
yeah,
and
they
Doc
were,
and I just started taking that and just vacuuming each other off.
they were vacuuming themselves on the daily.
Yeah, like literally we'd get down, walk around, sit down on the couch, watch some TV or hang out or do something. And Luke's like, "All right, you guys ready to go do this? Oh yeah, just give us 5 minutes to vacuum ourselves off." Vacuum ourselves out of pants,
Oh,
like
that's funny.
socks, everything, vacuum it all off, and then go.
Brought a
funny.
whole nother Charlie home with us.
Yeah.
And had a whole nother one
Yep.
in the
Yeah.
vacuum.
A second Charlie
That
home
was
with you
so
guys.
funny.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
it
That was
uh
so great.
it was definitely one of those things where I probably, you know, I could have warned you more, but I thought like, hey, she's gonna be all right. Like she's, you know what I mean, like I brushed her really good before you guys came down too, and God willing, this isn't even spring yet, so I can't wait to see what spring's gonna fucking bring. I'm
Good
just
God.
gonna be going to work looking like a snowman.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
literally.
No doubt.
You need to just buy white clothes and that's it, dude.
Yeah,
White
dude,
but
honestly,
slightly
fucking
tan.
You
shit.
need to start. You need to start
White but slightly
dressing
tan
like-
clothes.
You need to start dressing like oh what the I just had his name there, I forgot it now. Now I just ruined the whole
Like
thing.
Elvis? Like Elvis? You just forgot Elvis's name?
No,
You just ladies and gentlemen on the podcast, Drake just forgot Elvis's
he's a
name.
rock. He's a rock musician.
Elvis.
No, Elvis is that's not rock, dude. Sorry.
Elvis was the king of rock, dude.
The dude that
Elvis
died
is
on
the
the
king of my pants, dude. All right.
ship. Oh God. Yes.
Andrew W. Powers.
Andrew Tate.
No, guy.
Ooh.
Ooh, no. Andrew W. Power, I think. He was in Aqua Teen Hunger Force. He basically has long black hair and he only wears white shirts and only
Oh,
wears white
yeah,
pants and only wears white shoes.
Why?
That's right.
Andrew
Oh, that's funny.
WK Andrew or WK Party or something like that. And the one song is party, party, party. Every day's a party. We all do a party, 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 party. And that's the song. The entire like 3 minutes is just that. Oh,
That's right. Wow, man. You just unlocked a memory for me. Holy shit. That's insane.
Andrew WK
wow.
maybe.
It's something like that. You're right. We all want to party, 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 party. Who's gonna get this party started? Yo, that was so fucking great.
Andrew
Wow, I haven't heard
WK.
that. Yeah, I haven't seen that since the classic days of fucking Adult Swim.
Yeah, that's back in 2009 stuff, baby.
Wow, good lord.
Yep, Andrew
Peak.
WK.
Good lord, sir.
Yeah, all of you look that up. Just party hard is what the song is.
Party
Andrew
hard.
WK, party hard.
Oh, dude, it's so great. It's so fucking good. Wow, I gotta tell my buddy about that because we used to watch Aqua Teen together all the time.
Yeah, Luke's an uncultured swine. He has no idea what Aqua Teen is or anything.
No,
It's sickening.
you're sickening,
I'm
dude.
sorry. You're
Who are you?
sickening.
It-
Who are you? You're sickening. Who are you? Oh, fuck.
That's funny, dude.
This is so great. Holy fuck. Yeah, but that's amazing. Well, you know what I'm playing for the first time since I had just the original gigantic fucking PCs is Roller Coaster Tycoon.
Oh, yep,
Uh,
Like
dude.
the
dude,
OG.
I play it all the time. I have it on my computer right now. It's on my desktop. Like
dude,
I play it all the time.
you literally haven't played it in like 3 months.
Anything, dude. Anything. You
You
know what?
That's
You know
because you
what?
have though. I
I'm
play it all the
honestly,
time.
I'm honestly happy that you guys are only here for a week. Fucker.
Dude,
I'm,
I'll challenge you on anything you say.
I know you will, and I hate it. Dude, when you agree with me, I actually like shed a tear. Oh, shit, dude.
Well,
That's some
maybe
funny
start
shit.
saying things more logically and I'll start agreeing with you more.
Yeah, I'll show you logic.
You won't.
Oh,
Shit.
What are
God.
you doing, dude? Are you watching Andrew WK right now?
Yeah. So,
You better be.
Yeah, he's
What was I going
doing
to
something. You can
say?
see him staring at the screen and you can see the light changing.
I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, so
This is fake.
Drake, what? Okay, so your biggest surprise was the dog hair. Was there anything else that you kind of were thrown off about with Canada that you maybe had either preconceived notion, or if you had some sort of something that you thought you would have expected but didn't expect? What did you know?
No, it was literally exactly my literal thought of Canada was exactly that.
Really?
Is exactly what it was. Yeah. My
I
preconceived
told
notion of how Canadians speak, literally exactly how
That
they
was
talk.
amazing.
It
I
was
Oh my
told
like,
God.
wow, this isn't a stereotype. This isn't like
Yeah.
making like when people speak like this isn't making fun of them. It's
I
literally how they speak, you know.
I told Jeff what you guys said about him, and he died laughing about it. He thought that was the funniest thing ever, and I'm like, well,
But
it's
you told him that
honestly
you thought he
true.
was cute?
Well, I mean that too, yeah. And he, I'm not gonna tell you what I'm not gonna repeat what he said there on the podcast, but
Oh no.
it was spicy. I'll tell you that. It was a spicy meatball.
No, but
Spicy.
100% though. Jeff was like literally the like physical manifestation of like everything Canadian you would ever think
Yeah.
of.
He's
Yeah,
the poster.
like
He's the poster
100%.
child for Canada.
He is.
Literally,
Okay.
he's as Canadian as a Canadian can be. Like I don't think
Yep.
anybody can be more Canadian than him.
Like
Super
Maple Leafs
nice.
fan.
Maple Leafs fan.
Plaid, wearing denim, drinking Labatt's, boots and
Yep.
And
shorts,
the accent.
boots and
The
shorts,
accent,
the
yeah.
accent.
So crisp.
Like just beautifully, just yeah, everything was just mamma
It was
mia.
like
That's a spicy Canadian.
it was like this makes sense.
You
You
know,
know, it was
this is Canada. This is
Yeah.
Canada right here.
yeah. That
Where I
was,
am in this moment is in Canada for sure.
this for sure is Canada. That's
great.
fucking crazy.
Yeah, that's.
Oh shit.
I figured so much. Let me think if there's any other questions that I wanted to ask you guys about the trip. What did you think about flying in that plane? Was there anything like? Did you guys like? Was it too small? Like, was it the
Huh?
like? How was the flight? Like, how
It's
was
a fucking
the?
plane.
Oh no, you actually no. I'm sorry. You guys flew the jet. What am I thinking? You guys
Yeah,
flew the
dude.
jet. You
Yeah.
guys didn't fly. I'm thinking. I forgot that you guys flew that. I thought you guys flew. I thought you guys flew
Shit, Canada.
the prop.
Sorry,
plane.
Air Canada?
Yeah. Yeah. Shit, Canada.
Fuck Air Canada.
I don't endorse that, by the way.
Back.
I don't endorse that Air Canada.
Oh God. You know what? Quit. Go somewhere else. It's horrible. If you're gonna go in Canada, go any other direction
Yeah.
except for Air Canada. It's just horrible.
Yeah.
Oh God. I'm just burying. I'm sorry. You're gonna get arrested tomorrow and you're like, who are these Americans? Oh God.
Okay, so. Oh man, I had a good thing I wanted to ask you guys. Oh, so yeah, let me reiterate my question that I had to you guys the other day that I didn't get back to you guys about because I got busy at work. I find it so interesting that things can change, temperatures, viscosity, even chemical compounding, all the way down to their atoms can change just by applying pressure and heat. It just blows my mind. Like it's just like I just think about
What?
like you can take any sort of object, and if you apply pressure and heat to it, it's going to change chemical compounds. Like it's going to change its atoms. Like it's going to,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like
it's not gonna change its atoms. You don't. The atoms are out. Like that's a fundamental thing about that structure. You'll change the structure that the atoms are in, and you'll change the energy that the atoms have. But I mean, I don't understand like how that's new to you.
no, I just find it interesting. It's not new.
Okay. I thought you like just figured that out. I was like, bro,
No, no, I
how do you
just
think
always found it
Einstein
interesting.
made
I
it?
just
Like,
didn't.
what do you,
I didn't really know what to say about it. I just always found it interesting.
that's what crystal. That's how all crystals are made. You remove energy by introducing pressure,
Yeah.
and
Yep.
so because of that, the atoms structurize in different lattice formations or geometric shapes, and then that's how you get crystals. It's a
Yep.
diamond and scheiße. And then I
Which
mean, it's the same thing as with ice. Like if you take water and you introduce so much pressure into water without any place for that water to go, that water will freeze into ice. Even if the temperature is like 80 degrees, that water will still freeze into ice. There's like planets that has it's called ice 7,
That's
where like
amazing to me.
up in the atmosphere, it's just so hot because it's so close to its parental star that the atmosphere stays at like 120 degrees, but it's such a high pressure from the atmosphere that it freezes the water into ice, and so it's you have ice at a super high temperature. It's called ice 7. It's super freaking
Yeah,
cool.
it blows my mind. That blows my mind.
And
Like
then
that blows my mind that that's possible.
you have that's why for like a pipes to freeze, even though water freezes at 32, 32. Am I right at that?
yeah,
Yes,
32.
32. Correct.
32
Yep.
Fahrenheit, 0
Yep.
Celsius, right?
Yep. Correct. Yep.
Yeah, so with water freezing at 32 or 0 degrees Celsius, if it's in pipes, if it's in a full 3/4 inch pipe or half inch or 1 inch or whatever the fuck you want to put your water into, excuse me, the freezing point actually drops down by whatever that like the pipe is made out of. So if it was copper, it drops down from like 32, I think, to 12 degrees, or from 0 to like -7 or something like that.
That's just so
What it
insane.
is. And that's because as water freezes, it expands. And since there's no room for that water to expand, it's actually trying to expand because it's getting colder. But because it's trying to expand and the pressure increases, it actually increases the temperature of the water on the inside. And it goes all the way until like the outside, like let's say the copper line, can't withstand that pressure anymore. And then once that bursts, then the water freezes instantly as soon as it comes out.
Is anyone else's
So,
balls blown, or am I just alone here? Like,
my balls have been blown. No,
insane, dude.
I actually went recently to which I didn't know these things existed. My first crystal show, and this was at the fairgrounds, so it was pretty big. And there was just these tables that had crystals and rocks that I never knew existed. Dude, it's the
Oh, that's fucking
craziest
sweet.
thing.
Like
They
geodes and
were,
shit, like geodes and stuff.
dude, like you wouldn't believe. There are crystals out there that I didn't even know existed. These things look fake. Like they look like they're
Really,
from an Avatar movie.
Jesus,
And
dude.
and I went with the girl I'm currently talking to, and she was like everything was pretty obvious to her because she's like really good at all that. And she was just telling me what each thing was, and I'm like, these
In
look like
geology,
they are molded and painted that way.
Yeah, yeah.
that's pretty cool.
I couldn't believe it. Saw chunks of just metals or rocks that I've so big I didn't even know that you can just that people just have these.
What do you mean about that?
Like there's like pyrite, so fool's gold. There
Yeah.
were
Okay.
chunks like
Oh,
the
pyrite,
size
yeah.
of like that you can fit in your fucking hand, the size of
Yeah, man,
footballs, dude.
fucking huge.
There are spiral or like column crystals within other colored crystals
Yeah,
that are
dude.
completely different from each other, but they just grew into each other throughout
That's so
Yeah,
fucking
sick, dude.
how
it's
many
fucking
years.
sweet how you have like two different mineral both harden at the same time and grow into each other. So you
Yeah.
have like a structure pushing against each other that are
I tell
two
you what.
completely different colors, but they like it's fucking sweet looking, dude. Have you guys ever actually like looked at like mineral veins in the earth. Like if you look up a video or go do like a mining place into a cave and like look at them, mineral veins, fucking really, really, really cool looking, dude.
There's
And that
I've
brings
always
me
wanted to go to one.
yeah, and that brings me to like one of the most simple things that we could possibly think of, copper. And while we were walking around seeing these crazy things, sometimes people had veins of copper that they're just raw veins of copper inside boxes that you can buy. And it was some of the most
That's
interesting
cool.
things to see.
It's
Just the
blue.
way they formed and
Yeah, that's insane.
like parts of it are already patina and all that shit.
Yeah,
It's, oh,
the
Well,
really
yeah,
cool
like
thing about when they
it's
used to do like
insane.
copper mining, they would look for actual blue in the rock when they would diamond out a spot, and they would if they saw the blue coming through the rocks and they know there's copper mine there,
It's
and
so
they can
cool.
do like because blue the color is like not an actual thing. Not a lot
Yeah,
of stuff is like actually blue in the real world, like within
that
the
is
special
true.
nanometer like range for light. It's always usually tricks of like different things like butterflies that are blue. They're not
And
actually
Blue
like
Jays.
blue. Yeah, blue jays again, they're
Blue
not
Jays are the
actually
exact same
blue.
way.
They're giving off two different colors that combine make blue or something like that. I can't remember exactly how it is, but it's flowers and
Yeah,
blue flowers and stuff. Super interesting.
something that has to do with reflection and whatever the hell it's reflecting
Yeah,
off of. It's amazing.
yeah, really freaking really sweet. Like how blue isn't actually a thing. But yeah, so that's how they used to look for copper mines, though. Is because
Yeah,
when
you
copper like patinas and oxidizes, it actually turns green and blue.
you know what I
yeah,
love you know what I love watching videos on is like that what's it like that blue opal or whatever's that super rare gem that people are like you only find like a small handful at a time, but they're worth like if a good opal has like good like see-through things and there's not really any defects and stuff, they could be like millions of dollars for like a tiny handful.
I'm not
Jesus.
familiar.
It's so look it up. It's like I think it's blue opal or rainbow opal or something, and it's only native to this one part. Or no, I think it's black opal maybe, but it's native only to this one part. I think of Australia, and it is incredibly rare and expensive, and it's a very very precious
Hmm.
stone. And these guys buy these lands. So this guy just bought these are handmade veins because they're only like 20 feet underground or like 15 feet underground.
Ethiopian Walo opal.
No, it's not Ethiopian. This is in Australia. Just maybe Google Australian opal and see what you get. It's like a
This
black
opal
opal.
is crazy. It's black, but when you cut it, it's rainbow on the inside.
Oh,
Jeez.
This is hardcore, dude. This is fucking sweet.
yeah, dude. They're awesome stones. So this guy, I watched this YouTube video on this gentleman. He bought an old opal vein from another guy who owned the land, who was also an opal miner. And this guy had this massive vein underneath that this guy did with a hand pickaxe. Just huge labyrinth area that he dug out to search for opal and made a huge fortune. He was like retiring at the age of like 50 because he had so much money from the opal. And he sold this vein to this guy and now he had it and he had already found a couple of rocks and he showed them in the process like it's in sand. It's like a sandy like structure or like a sandy rocky kind of structure like sandstone maybe, and you just like he's chipping, all of a sudden he gets like this discoloration. He's like, oh, we're onto something here, and then he gets to this point where he nicks into it, and boom, here's this beautiful, shiny, like pristine purple rock that was just there from pressure and time, and it's just amazing to see.
That's pretty
Amazing.
cool.
It's
That is
something.
insane.
It's something. If you Google like Australian opal, I'm sure you'd find it. That's
I'm gonna have to look into that.
But it's like
That's so
but so
Austrian opal.
Australian.
Well, that's like when we were over with you and we saw that chunk of peacock ore,
Oh yeah.
which was really cool. But they had just that little tiny piece we got to see, and I was looking out for that while we were there, and they had like bigger pieces of it. Pretty wild that reflection of blue and purple in
Oh, it's
this
beautiful, dude.
this stone. It was so cool.
It's absolutely gorgeous. The world amazes me like with that kind of stuff. Like it's amazing that the world can be that beautiful.
Yeah, man. I had no idea. I could not recommend going to a gem show more. I'm really looking forward to the next one. because now I seen a bunch of shit. Now there's some stuff I want to buy, but like just because it looked cool.
Yeah, rocks
What-
are freaking cool, man.
Were there some
Oh, dude.
super were there
There's
some
no way
super
around it.
rare
Awesome.
ones, Luke?
Nah, everything's pretty common there.
Yeah, it was just like
I hate you.
Just
Just
basically
hate
like
shit.
I hate 'em.
gravel
I hate 'em.
rocks, like stones from the side of the road. Some
hate 'em so
asphalt,
much.
you know,
I hate him so much.
Yep.
cement was there.
And yeah, there was some tables there was a lot of them that had gems like the size of your fucking monitor. They're not gems, but like
That's the thing.
geodes and stuff like that
Yeah.
they
Those
had
had to be
cracked
a couple
open, dude.
$100, huh?
Huge. Oh my god, they were fucking. I think the most expensive thing we seen was $3,000.
Yeah,
It was
Oh my
just
God.
nuts.
that's
Yeah,
cool.
it always
Really opens your
it's so
eyes to some
interesting.
stuff.
Rocks for me interest me in the way that like how they are able to determine the value of something based on a certain set of rules per that rock that it has to meet that criteria, and it's just like a it's almost like a card. If the card meets a better criteria, then it's going to have a better score. Like it's gotta be, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
It always amazed me.
What the hell is it? The different hardness of all these rocks. Like I found out, I didn't find this out because of the gem show. I've actually found this out from my father. You can make a spark with carbon steel off of quartz because quartz has a hardness level of 7 or higher. So you can take a fucking piece of quartz and smack carbon steel against it and get sparks to make a fire.
Really?
Yeah, because I didn't realize this because I don't know why, but we don't have flint around us. We that's I don't know if I'm not gonna say it's not in America because I don't know that, but
No,
it's
it
most
is. I think
European.
it's more of a southern thing, but you're like we only have primarily shale. or shale
yeah,
area.
and
Well, I believe that's what they used gypsum for as well, was in substitute of flint. I think.
maybe.
What was gypsum was all those gypsum mines and stuff was a lot for uh production of drywall as
Oh,
well.
really?
But yeah,
Oh, okay.
Look at Luke. Look at Luke, everyone.
but what the hell? Oh, no, I can't think of the fucking rock, but chert. It's called chert. Literally, we have it in our driveway. Most of our rocks sitting in our rock driveway is chert, and it's half chert, half basalt. And chert you can knock carbon steel off of, and it makes a spark as well, but basalt doesn't. And the only difference is it's like chert is smoother and it's lighter compared to the others. So once you see a piece of it, you'll never unsee it. And as long as it's got a sharp edge, you can make a spark. And that's what a lot of how they made fires around here way back when, because we didn't have, certain stuff. But that's like, that goes along with the fatwood thing I was telling you guys about. But it's like, that's all based around the same thing. But yeah, learned a lot about fucking rocks this year so far that I did not expect. Rocks and crystals.
Rocks are fucking cool though, man. Geologists have a cool fucking job for sure.
They really do.
You know,
Honestly.
like
It's
a lot of people
so cool.
make fun of like geologists and.
Would you rather be a
geologist,
geologist, or would you rather be a someone who digs up like fossils, a fossinologist?
A paleontologist, an archaeologist.
I'd love to be an
A
archaeologist.
fossilologist.
Fossilologist, huh?
You're welcome. I just coined that term. If anyone steals it, I will sue.
Copywriting.
I just
You know what I would like to be? Would like to be an archaeometallurgist.
So let me guess. Can I guess what that is?
Yeah.
You examine ancient metals.
Yep.
Fuck yeah!
Nice. Look at
10
you
points to
go.
Gryffindor. Look at that.
Yep.
Did you know that, Luke, or were you just playing
cool
dumb?
with that? Nope, I did not know that.
Yeah, because
How fucking
Drake,
cool
can you
would
say
be?
that again?
An archaeometallurgist?
Yeah, so he's examining the past, and he is literally examining the composition of metal that it was made as it was made back in ancient times.
That is pretty cool.
Yep.
That would be a pretty
so
sick job.
Dude,
If like an archaeologist like finds is like digging up like a site in like let's just say fucking Norway or something, and they come across these fucking dope ass Viking swords, they would give me a call, and I would come down and take a look at these swords. Like, yeah, these are fucking sick swords, dude. Thanks for calling me here.
I'll take them.
Yeah,
Dude,
I'll
That's
take them
like
and I'll
there's a
study them
guy.
on my
There's a,
shelf at home.
there's a guy I seen on fucking Pawn Stars who was selling. I'll wrap around to what you just said, but he was selling George Washington's suit, one of his suits, and
wow.
so fucking cool. And I forgot it went for a crazy fucking amount. But
Oh,
the other thing
yeah,
that he
100%.
had that he wasn't selling, but he wanted to show it off because I would too, is George Washington's fucking saber.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude.
He
I
has
would
you
lose
don't.
George
it.
Yeah,
Washington's
I would
fucking
lose it.
saber.
I would
that's
lose it.
cool as shit.
That has got to be the coolest thing a person could own. Oh my
Pretty
god.
sick, dude. That's 10 points to Gryffindor on that one.
That's pretty cool,
Dude.
definitely. Although
Could you fucking imagine?
I think these special swords that were found in Northern Europe, and I think they're called the Beowulf swords or something along those lines. But the way that they are constructed is so advanced that we can just barely mimic how they're made today.
Jesus.
And they're dated back to like, I want to say like 1300 AD or something like that, something crazy,
Holy
I'm
fuck,
telling
dude.
you. We
Or
live in the dark age of
no,
technology.
even less than that. It's got to be like maybe 1100 or like 900 AD or something like that. It's just super old, like I guess back when like medieval times, sort of. I don't know. I maybe I'm getting my dates wrong, but I just know it's old. Not in BC era or anything like that, BC or whatever, but still AD. But still just super old, and they're so advanced. They're made with such advanced like technology essentially that like even like we just barely like within the last 10 years are able to recreate how they were made now.
That's insane, dude. How do you even like? How does that?
Like the type of metal that they had to have created with pour and whatnot, and then also how they heated it up and like got the impurities out and then mixed certain types of metals together and the exact amounts to create this type of metal with this much carbon and whatnot to create this hardness and the spring level to it, blah blah blah, and all that jazz. And there's like 12 of them found. They all have like the same mark of the same blacksmith that did it, and they're just like
That's
super
insane.
super crazy hardcore. Yeah, I think they're called like the
Wow.
Beowulf swords or something like that.
Just someone who's just way ahead of his time. Like just
Yeah,
knew what,
so like
like
I think
that
I
would be
think
would that be a blacksmith or a metallurgist? What would that be?
that would have been a blacksmith back then.
Before I run away because I have to piss like a mother, but I was gonna say I truly do believe we live in the dark age of technology. We've only downgraded. We understand more, but we don't put it to good use. You know what I'm saying? We still make shit to break to replace.
Well,
You're
yeah,
saying-
because we're making stuff for money.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, we're not making
We're like
it to
that dude back then wasn't like making it for money. I mean, he was because he was gonna like live and stuff, but he was making his swords
Primarily for
so that
survival.
the kings that were using those swords would go in and kill dudes, and
Oh,
those
yeah.
swords would like still be just as hard after cutting 3 heads off as they would after cutting none.
Yeah, it was out of
Some dude
necessity.
would sell you a sword back then, and he will probably never expect to see you again.
Yeah, like-
Here's this sword. It's gonna last you generations.
Yeah, if you come back to me with a broken with this sword being broken,
Yeah, I'm
I will
disgraced.
hurt you myself.
Right?
No,
It's-
he'd be like, I'll just kill myself because I literally this is like
No, because he made the perfect 199% great sword, the greatest sword in the world, and this dude was just so dumb that he put the sword in the ground and started hitting it with a rock, and then brought it back to him like, hey man, your sword didn't work too well, dude. Well, yeah, because you were hitting my sword with a rock, you idiots.
so you're saying
What
it's a
are you
dumbass.
doing?
You're saying it's a
You,
dumbass.
you were putting my sword in water to store it for years. What did
An
you think
asshole.
was going to happen? I'm going to hurt you. You
All you
stupid,
gave me was the
stupid
handle.
idiot.
The
So,
metal
so you're
rusted
saying it's
gone.
his fault. So you're not saying
Yeah.
that it was poor production. You're saying it was his
Right.
fault. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
because the other guy
you
that was
don't-
using the sword was just a bingo bot.
Okay.
You don't buy things anymore to expect it to last to give it to your son or daughter.
Yeah.
Not even close. Nothing will last that long.
Yeah.
Your desk to your fucking kitchen set to a hammer you buy. Things are going to break and you're just going to have to replace it in how long?
Yep.
You're not passing down a car. You giving your
Oh,
son
no,
that
no, no,
Soul,
no, no,
that
no.
authentic Kia Soul? No, that thing's going to break in your lifetime. As a
Yeah.
matter of fact, it's going to break in this next decade.
Yep.
Yeah, that Kia
And
Kia
you're
Soul's
going to
gonna
get a
break
new one.
well before that Kia Soul's gonna break well before your soul breaks.
Exactly. It's sickening. And that's why it's like, dude, everything, I swear to God, we could have figured out if it wasn't just because everybody wants to make a quick buck.
Yep.
That's why AI is coming, baby, and that's when humanity's gonna change.
I'm at that point. Bring it. Have them wipe out humanity. I don't care.
You hear
I'll be dead.
Tyler, which he said this from the grave, ladies and gentlemen, because yes, Tyler's still dead. Tyler said that he was scared of AI. So we have that on record now. He said it from the grave. We had a seance, and that's what he said to us. We know it's kind of a waste of time on our end, but we already knew that he's a psychopath. So yeah. So Beyond the Grave, Tyler said that he is scared of AI. I don't know.
I'm not scared of it. I just don't like it. I don't like it. I'm actually on that side with Ty against it, but I'm not scared of it. But
I think it's in our
yeah,
benefit.
I'm on the opposite side where I'm a huge proponent of AI.
Yep.
I want
remember
it to
Drake
come.
and I
I
have
want
had
it
this
to take
conversation.
me and put me in this world where I'm just doing my own thing, and they can do whatever they want with my body. I can stick two prongs in me, an anode and a cathode, and then let me generate electricity for you. Even though it's gonna be worse than a fucking potato, so that'll never actually happen. But that's just I'll let them do it. You know what, dude? Whatever. Put me in a thing where I have like a superpowers, where I can be a superhero to people and save animals. That's all I want to do.
Interesting.
I don't know where I'll hide. I don't know where I'll hide. I'll be somewhere
Take
in
my
the
mind
woods
and upload it,
but...
dude. I'm up to take my mind, upload it into the hive, and give me a robot body to just walk around in and do stuff in, and then just take my real body and shoot it in outer space towards a black hole. I want to be the first human to enter a black hole. That's my dream.
That would be pretty neat.
No.
I'm getting close to it, baby. We're getting there.
Getting there.
Drake, a question for you, Drake. Would you yourself fly into the sun? Would you ever be like, you know what? They said, hey, we want someone to fly into the sun to see what would happen. Like, we'll take you there. Would you do it?
No, that's way too hot for me.
Yeah, you hate heat.
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah, that would suck, dude. I'd be go fly in there. I mean, you know how hot, like the surface of the sun is hotter than the inside of the sun. Okay, like the surface of the sun is so blindingly hot that I would die well before I even got near it.
How far or how close do you think you'd be before you died?
Probably.
You think
like
you're
150,000 miles past Mars, and I'm done.
You think you're years? You think you're years away from before you be dead?
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah. You wouldn't.
So what if we got you a heat-resistant capsule?
Yep.
Well, and how resistant? Like heat resistant. Like, is the inside also temperature controlled as well, or like what? Like,
yeah,
am I heat resistant? Where I'm just gonna literally fly through the sun and not feel any heat, and I'll come out the other side, or like what? You know what?
No. So you still would die, but it would be a capsule that is temperature controlled by you, and the outside is completely heat, and then this has been tested. It can withstand heat until about 10 minutes outside of the sun. Then it starts to break apart. Like that's the temperature threshold. So that's what you're looking at for how close you'd get.
No, that would suck. I don't want to do that. That's way too hot for me.
But you'd be.
I got this.
It'd be instantaneous. It would be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Instantaneous, my butthole.
So yeah, it was,
I wouldn't do that. They couldn't pay me or my children enough. I mean, imagine. Okay, what about this idea, dude? So like, what if you can make a capsule that's so heat resistant, okay, that it can fly through the sun and be fine still, and so we launch it from Earth into the sun, and we get its speed so exact so that when the Earth rotates around the sun, one half year later, we'll come out the other side and go and land back on Earth again.
That'd be pretty sweet.
How cool would that be, dude? You know,
But so
just
that would have
shoot
to be
straight through.
that would have
You
to
know,
be that would have to be something where you'd have to leave on the exact date and land on the exact opposite date of that time. And
yeah,
but
literally,
you'd have to have like 10 years apart. So
170.
it'd be like 10 and a half
170.
years there, 10 and a half years back kind of thing.
No way. Why would you want to do that?
That's how long
No,
it's going to
okay,
take. It's going to take to get there.
No. What do you mean? It takes 365 days for the Earth to rotate around the sun. So if you're going to cut that time in half, if you're going to cut that if you're going to take that radius and cut that in half, it's only going to take you 180 days, especially if you map it out at the exact speed that you're traveling.
Oh shit, you're right. Fuck, man, you're good.
Yeah. But here's
Yeah,
the thing here's the thing that's going to get you crazy though. So since the sun is so massive with gravity, even though I'm traveling through it, time is going to slow down massively for me as I'm traveling through, as I'm getting nearer to the sun, traveling through the sun, and then exiting the sun. The further away I get away, time changes based on that, and until I catch back up. So, technically, like,
Shit.
you know, maybe only 180 days have passed by on Earth, and maybe 180 days have passed by for me as well. But relative for me to you, I'd only be like hours old. Like hours would have only technically passed by.
For
just because
for us or for you? Sorry, I didn't catch that.
For me.
Oh shit! Really?
Like time would move slower for me than it would for you because of the way like gravity works and shit. I don't know exactly. I'd have to actually think about this and like actually figure it out. Because I mean, I maybe if like the speed to shoot across like that to shoot that gap would negate that because of the distance required still. But technically though, larger things that have a larger gravity, like if you were on a ship, like if you took 1 year, traveled to Jupiter and hung out on Jupiter for 1 year, and then traveled back from Jupiter, took 1 more year to travel back from Jupiter back to Earth, you would be 3 years older, but everybody on Earth would be like 7 years older.
That's crazy. That blows my balls.
And then that's because like gravity slows down time. That's why like we have legitimate ways to travel forward in time, and one of them is speed and the other one is gravity.
Speed.
So like so like if you were to travel at light speed, your time for you would slow down to almost like basically time for you would stand still. And then until once you got to your destination, then it would start back up for you again. But the entire time at that destination, time is moving on still. So like let's just say you're traveling at light speed from like let's just say Earth to the Glorb, the planet Glorb, okay? It's light speed and it takes 10 years at light speed to travel from Earth to Glorb. So 10 years have passed by for people on Glorb and for people on Earth, but for you, literally seconds have passed. Less than seconds have passed by.
That's insane.
You're the exact age coming out of that light speed vessel that you were going into it. But 10 years, the Earth is 10 years older and Glorb is 10 years older now. So then if you were to take that, that light speed trip to Glorb and back at light speed, again, so you would come out the same exact age you went in, but people on Earth would be 20 years older now.
That's insane.
Wow.
That blows my balls, ladies and gentlemen.
Like if you had a child and you left and came back, that child is now 20. And you're 20 years old,
Huh.
And that's how you can have your child be older than you if you're
yeah.
You have a grandpa.
Really.
You have a grandpa.
That would be nutty, dude. That's a thought right there, man.
Your son is
That'd be wild.
grandpa age,
Oh, that would
When
be
you walk into a
wild,
restaurant, like, oh
dude.
my god, is this your grandson? Like, nope, that's my father. What?
That's my dad.
That's my
burying your
that
kid, dude.
6-year-old child is your father. Yep.
That's why
Don't
Interstellar
ask
was
me
such a
about why
good
he's
movie.
6, you know.
Interstellar was like that. That's why Interstellar was such a good
Interstellar was
movie.
great. Interstellar was
Oh yeah,
really, really good for
super good.
their like astrophysics and whatnot. Really did a
Yeah.
really good job.
Yeah, like
Actually, even like their representation of a black hole was like spot on as well. Really
Yeah.
pretty crazy. If you made it
like
blurry and you kind of squinted a little bit, it looked exactly like a black hole does.
That's wild,
um
dude. Who would
like
have thought?
literally how like he literally like went and seen his daughter, and she was like in a group home, and like when he left, she was
Yeah,
like
man.
16, and she was like 16 years old when he left.
Yeah, dude. Pretty cool, huh?
That's
But
insane,
but
dude.
that one was all time travel due to gravity. That wasn't time travel due to speed.
Yeah,
And that
no, it was,
wasn't
yeah.
time travel. Yeah, yeah, it was time travel due to gravity. It wasn't time travel due to speed.
Yep.
So, but those are two known ways we know about 100% traveling forward in time. That's why a lot of scientists think traveling backwards in time isn't actually possible, theoretically possible, because there's no way to actually do it in the universe. But we know now that quantumly in like in the quantum range of things, it is possible to go back in time.
Jesus.
And
That's
remember, that's because
crazy.
that experiment I told you about, the double slit experiment, the double slit quantum eraser, and like so forth, like the extra builds on that, or they like
Yeah.
measured a particle now, and then 10 seconds later, measuring that particle changed the particle that already landed and was already measured
Hmm.
in the past.
It's insane.
That's some of that stuff outreaches me. I
Yeah.
don't get to catch up.
Dude,
with
I
my
mean,
phone.
I just don't know how, like we have gotten to that point in our world where that is possible, but yet we still haven't figured out how to cure cancer. Like it's like
Yeah.
we have figured out the cure. It's just not being released.
Well, it's just
You
not
would
cost
think.
effective.
Yeah.
I mean, how much money would you make to cure somebody from your disease once, rather than just letting the person have the disease for the rest of their life and then constantly having to pay you money for medical, uh,
Yep.
procedures and different types of pills and shit to, like I always like laugh when people say like big this and big that, big tech and big, but like honestly, big pharma is a pretty trash thing.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, so is big tech. I like, as much as I laugh about people saying this stuff, it's honestly like true.
It's very true.
Big pharma is like pretty
So
trashy, and
so
same
so
as big
I
tech companies are pretty trashy as well.
I found out
Pretty much
something
just
the
if
other
you're a large company, you're trashy.
Yeah.
I found out something the other day that Dana showed me. That was the fact that there is like maybe 10 companies that literally
Own
rule
everything.
all of the
Yeah,
food
yeah,
industry. Like
yep,
everything.
yeah.
Like um what's it called? Like Johnson and Johnson will own uh a certain cereal, like a certain brand of cereal, like Count Chocula. And I'm just using this as an example. It's not probably the truth. Like Johnson Johnson will own Count Chocula, and then also own like the Gorilla Glue line, and then also own like the George Foreman line. Like that's like literally all of those things under
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
roof. It's
Yeah, and I
Very
insane,
remember
true.
dude.
looking it up properly. I think it was 4 companies own 80% of product companies in America.
Yeah, like
I believe
it's
that's what it
just
was.
insane. It's it's
Four
just
companies
monopolies.
own 80. So 80% of the stuff that's in your home is owned by 4 separate companies.
Yep. Yeah, it's just literally, and think about how much those companies, if the companies that they have, which are the best at their brand, they all are the best at their brand. If those companies are making, um, are making tons of money, the upstairs is just literally like swallowing dough, like literally, like raking in probably hundreds of millions of dollars each week, easily.
Yeah. The exact thing I think of when you say that, because I figured it out during school when I was doing it for a project about car companies. But you brought that up, and it's like car companies. There's only like fucking 4 or 5 big ones that own everything. Cars in general.
Yep.
It's like it's Ford, Toyota, GM, Fiat, and something else. I know I'm forgetting at least one, but they own
Volkswagen.
everything. Yeah, Volkswagen. They own everything.
Volkswagen owns a
They own
lot.
literally
Volkswagen owns a
everything.
lot of vehicles.
Yeah, yeah, they do. It is
a lot
crazy.
of cars.
And I think
Actually,
is
doesn't
it Chrysler? Chrysler I think owns like
Chrysler's owned by GM?
GM,
Or I mean, not GM,
Chrysler, GM.
Fiat.
Oh,
Chrysler's
Fiat
owned by
does own a
Fiat,
lot.
and they who's the fucking? I know BMW's not in that line. I know they're separate, but
Well, yeah, BMW and
they're out there with like Honda and Hyundai,
yeah,
but they're
those guys.
all
There's 3 separate ones,
Nissan, but they all
but I'm
kind of
pretty
use each
sure.
other's lines. So it's like
Yeah. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's all made in the same factory, literally.
yeah, it's
Like
fucking
literally, Um. What am I trying to think of now? Yeah. Oh, I think Mercedes. I think Volkswagen owns Mercedes as well.
Yeah.
I
It's
think.
just a stupid amount of cars, and they're all
yeah.
competing for
Oh
each other.
yeah.
But it's amazing that they compete for each other and just keep making money off of each other because of the competition. Like they're literally raking in the dough because these two conglomerates are fighting for each other. And hey, we got our eggs in the basket as well, and we're all just making money off of competing off of each other and always thriving to be better and
Well,
being
that's
the
the thing.
next
Like,
big thing.
so like, for example, let's just say I own a company that owns a company that makes um a chocolate cereal, and then I own a company that owns a separate company that makes a chocolate cereal. So now I make the only 2 chocolate cereals in the cereal market, and then I just say, "Oh yeah, my chocolate cereal on this company is worth $6 a box. My chocolate cereal at this company is worth $6 a box." There's nothing stopping, even though it looks like it's 2 competing companies, and that's why the price is going up, because each company values their cereal at this higher price, and then the customers buy it because all they see when they see that chocolate cereal is that price, so they assume, okay, these are competitive pricing. It's not, because I'm telling you what price I'm putting both my cereals at, because I own
Yeah.
both cereals. Because I own all the chocolate cereals.
Yep.
And then if it's like even further, let's just say I own 10 different cereals. I own 10 different companies that own 10 different companies that own 10 different cereals. And you, Luke, own 10 different companies that own 10 different companies that own 10 different cereals. I can tell you and I can get together and be like, hey, let's just price all our cereals at like $12 a box, dude. And you're like, yeah,
Yep.
for sure. Sounds good. And then now we just delegate all that all the way down. Now all of our cereal is priced, quote unquote, competitively with each other at $10 a box or whatever. I said $12 a box or whatever. And
Yep.
then now again, it looks at the consumer. Oh yeah, all the cereal is priced the same, and it's competitive with each other. And these are 20 different cereal brands. These prices have to be pretty good, pretty reliable. And in reality, it's just like, no, it cost us 10 cents to make this box, and we're charging
Yeah.
you 12 because
Yeah.
we decided that's what it is.
Yep. And there's really no way to go off of it. Like it's just that's what it
No,
is.
there's nothing you can do, nothing anybody can do to change that.
Fucking crazy, man.
big the big wigs of the world really got it figured out in the shittiest way possible.
Oh yeah.
It's like
Yep.
they really do, and we can't do a thing about it.
Nope, we
No.
can't.
Well,
They
that's
say
why.
monopoly isn't a thing, but I don't believe that for a second. It's not legal,
What
but
is it?
think being a monopoly.
Oh yeah. That's 100%
You know,
still happening.
that's absolutely who the
Oh,
fuck's
like I
like
said, look at that.
Amazon.
Look at those conglomerates, dude. That's all they do. They literally can corner the market, like Drake said, on a certain cereal or a certain cleaning brand, like Clorox or something,
Yeah.
and corner all that, and literally just throttle the dough because of it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it is. Like, I'll go. Okay, I'll go and I'll buy 1/3 of all these companies that do this. Luke, you go and buy 1/3, and then Doc, you go and buy the other 1/3 of every single company that does this certain thing. Now, okay, technically, now because I own 1/3 of all these companies that do this certain thing, I don't have a monopoly. Neither do you. Neither do you. But all three of us can sit down and talk to each other and just say, hey, you know what? Let's fucking charge people $40 for something that costs 20 cents. You
Yeah.
know, and
Yep.
all three of us like, yeah, okay, sounds good, and then done. And then now we have 120 different companies that all charge this much, and it all looks normal and shit, and it's not a
And
monopoly because
and
three separate people own it.
and
Even
the
though we
people
all just
who and the people who are bougie see that it's $40 and it's like, this is the best version of this brand, so I'm going to buy it.
I mean, it's literally made in the same exact factory as the one that costs $10.
Yep.
All about brand name, baby. Apple.
That's the way of the world. That is the way of the world, ladies and
Apple.
gentlemen.
Yeah, I said throwing a little
Alrighty,
Apple shit
boys.
there.
Well, I think that
Whatever.
I think that was a good one there, boys. We're at an hour and 10
I think
now,
you're a good one
so
there, boy.
I think we'll
Take
call it
that.
there. Ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed this episode. I think it was a pretty good one. I hope it was a fun one for you guys, and we got some good talks in there and everything. And yeah, I'm glad you guys are back and Drake's feeling better. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me. And y'all enjoy your Easter festivities and Happy Indigenous Day and Merry
Y'all pooped out now.
Kwanzaa and yeah. So
Yeah.
gentlemen, you got anything else?
So
No, that'll do it.
Oh, real quick, let me ask one more thing here. I wanted to ask this before. Drake and I were wondering, Luke, where were you with that camping photo?
At a
That was
nutty 11.
absolutely gorgeous.
at 11 p.m.
Where were you camping, like on like a Wednesday at like 11 o'clock, and you were in that tent with like the fireplace and shit? Like that was dope. Like where was that?
Oh, the fucking TP.
Yeah, bro.
That was just in my backwoods. That's the thing I bought.
Yo, that is
That's the thing
sick,
I
dude.
probably bought.
Yo, me and Drake thought you were like in the fucking Adirondacks, dude. Like me and Drake were
Oh,
talking
yeah,
about it on the
dude.
phone the other day. Like when did
Dude,
Drake?
that
Like
was
when did he go to the fucking mountains,
Luke
dude?
just, like take 2 extra weeks off and just go camping. Like,
That's what I said, dude.
come on,
Like,
man. Like the guy didn't invite me. Like, come
Yeah,
on,
dude.
hell,
we
what's
literally
this,
thought you took an
know?
extra week off and literally were just going on like an Adirondacks retreat because it looked like that. Like it literally looked like you were in the middle of
Oh.
nowhere.
Yeah, I was like, dude,
Yeah,
like,
no,
I
I
know
was-
I'm sick, but come on, I want to go camping. The hell, like,
Right?
It looked really dope, dude. It looked so fucking
yeah,
cozy.
that was really cool.
Yeah, I bought that fucking hot tent, the TP, and I finally went in the backwoods with my buddy Noah, and we set it up, and we brought the wood stove that I bought too, a little portable one, with me, and we started the fire. We smoked out the place, and we just literally got it up to like 80 degrees in that tent.
That's crazy.
It was fucking awesome.
You know that
Yeah,
Drake's
basically for
you
everybody
know
listening, just imagine something really cool in your head, and that's it. Just anything. Just imagine, as long as it's really freaking cool. That's basically what he showed us.
that's literally what it is. It's just so cool.
Oh, I
So-
can't wait to put it to use.
So yeah, definitely get Drake over there ASAP
wink,
because
wink.
I know he'd love to go see that.
Can't wait. To
Oh,
put it to
yeah.
use.
Dog.
Yeah.
Now that I
yeah.
got it all figured out, fuck yeah.
He's got it all
Can't wait to
figured
put
out.
that to use.
I know it's not broken.
Wink, wink.
Cuddling by the fire.
Ooh.
Damn. That's gonna be nice. That
You got a
pole.
wing or
That's
something,
gonna-
dude?
dude, Luke's
Gonna be on it.
voice in the most pedophilic way possible. That's gonna be nice.
Yeah, dude. Don't-
Yo, he
don't
got
say that.
so
Let's
he
just-
got
let's
so
edit that part
pedophile
out.
there, dude. He was like, "That's gonna be nice." He was ready for it, dude.
Don't mention that, dude. We don't want to get flagged here.
Yeah, let's not get flagged.
Flag?
But
The American flag?
the American flag. Yeah, dude, that was wild, dude. We literally thought that you took a sec. I'm like, I was actually kind of pissed.
Yeah,
I'm like,
literally.
he took a fucking second week off of
Oh,
work, dude, and
Laugh,
didn't like
what?
didn't want to like tell us that he was just gonna go on a fucking retreat in the middle of the fucking Adirondacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. No, I just ran away to the mountains. I told you. I was going to the mountains.
Yeah.
Yo, we fucking believed it.
Yeah, dude. I was like, whoa.
Told you I was ready to move to the mountains. This is you guys are seeing the steps. I'm buying all the equipment. Someday I'm just gonna be gone. That's where I'll be.
I literally told
Somewhere
Drake
in the woods.
that
The
I literally told
mountains.
Drake that that you like were. I was like, dude, I thought you were at your property like in Java. I'm like, wow, like he's out there, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
yeah.
literally told me that. Like he said those words to me specifically. Literally. It was fucking crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah,
Oh shit.
literally said that.
There's
Yeah,
about a
that's right.
98%
Well, I'm glad it
chance that I
worked
said
Didn't
out.
that.
figuratively say it.
Weirdly.
So,
Oh,
all
here,
right,
I'll take
ladies and
that
gentlemen.
shotgun a little
Well,
more.
I hope you enjoyed this epi here.
That'd be fun.
You boys have a good week. We will talk to y'all in the next episode.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Now that we're back, we'll do this again more like normal. I
Yep.
need a couple weeks off because I was down with the sickness.
Yep. Drake
Mm.
was down with the thickness
Yeah.
there for sure. So
It was a cold that turned into sinus infection that turned into bronchitis.
turned into rounding deep in a sea of loneliness.
Yep.
Wow.
So, alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, y'all have a good week, and we'll see you in the next one.
Yep. I had
Positive note.
bronchosaurus for a little bit.
Jeez.
All right, peace, folks.
All right. Have fun, guys. See you guys later. Okay. Goodbye. That's it. We're done.